And episode 9 of Disco Elysium begins now. It's been a minute, because I was deathly ill. I remember needing to sell a bunch of bottles. What was I doing last? Okay. Oh, in my drawer here, I have my notes. Let's see what I wrote last. I have some notes in here for the WWE show that we put on. Where's the notes about Rivishul? That is D&D Initiative. Here we go. Mr. Dubois, Harry, Jamrock, tattoos are a map. I have been really slacking on my notes. Okay, the victim's tattoos. Ask another about the tattoos possible meaning. Okay. You found the Joyrider's vehicle, see what's inside, identify his identity. Talk to Titus about Door Gunner Mega Mix. Oh, that's right. I listened to the tape, didn't I?
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
What is it now?
And
Uh,
that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape. Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Sounds like you wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore.
nice words.
Oh, fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking.
No.
Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
That did not match one bit.
That's all right, Glenn. I just thought, I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. Apparently, I was wrong.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
You wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
I can't tell if that was... I don't...
just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now.
I don't want to say these other things because I don't believe them. Well, maybe this one.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head. I don't know what the fuck that means. Aranese lit. What is that shit? Literature?
I've noticed the same. Yes, he meant Oranese literature. Women are always reading, right?
The Lieutenant adjusts his electronic wristwatch. Psychological and physical training from an unknown government body. I noticed it. You noticed it. They haven't.
Nah, I know her. She's just handled him. She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
Yes, yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head. Yeah, you're right about that. She takes way too many drugs.
Well, it's as they say. You can't do anything with an underdose.
What?
With an overdose, you can at least try to come off it. Take a bath, do breathing exercises, get medical attention as necessary. With an underdose, you're just you.
Yeah, but I mean, she has an actual drug problem. Not like not like us. I don't think I've ever seen her sober. Nah.
I knew it. Titus, I knew she was professionally trained by her walk. I told you she was a beauty queen.
Yes, Glenn. I know
Yes, Glenn.
everyone can see that.
Sorry.
Sorry. I don't want to say this because I won't. I don't know if I well, let's see where
Yeah.
that goes.
Maybe.
Because
That
that's
is a possibility.
it's a possibility.
He does not sound very convinced anymore.
I'm not going to say that because it's just not true. I can say it in... Well, the last time I was like, well, I can say it but not mean it. I put a gun in my mouth for no reason. So I won't be doing that.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!"
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. Understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less
Ooh.
cooperative they will be.
Godly. Okay. Okay. I got a quarter of a chance. A little more so.
Clausia is playing the fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
I can, okay, man, it's clear you're being played like a fiddle, and then I can play an imaginary fiddle.
No, we fucking ain't, asshole. No one's fiddling anyone in here.
I hate that sentence.
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me?
Who do you think? Keep playing the imaginary fiddle.
I think you're losing it, Fiddleman.
No. This fucking suicide carny is trying to get to me. This ain't gonna work with Titus Hardy. Put the fiddle down.
I'm not. I don't have a fiddle.
It's that simple.
I'm so good at air playing the fiddle. He thinks I actually
Put
have
the
one.
fiddle down. Put it down, officer.
He'll put the fiddle down.
I do not understand. This fiddle play totally fell apart. The concept was solid, but the delivery tragically off. You sounded like a madman, not a cop.
Into rhetoric. Can I do that real quick? How many points I got? I don't know how many points I got, but I'm gonna... Rhetoric. Oh, I can only upgrade it the one time. This must be important to me. Well, the Titus... Ooh, better. The Titus story, the Titus portion of this investigation, it interests me the most. So spending a skill point here to further that works for me. Please work, because I still have less than half. I can't do it. It's not letting me. Hang on, let me just like end the conversation and go back in it.
It's you again. What is it?
I'm gonna do the fiddle thing again.
Convinced that she's being manipulated. Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter. Fat Angus. The
Fat Angus. That's what I call my
Mr.
cat.
All muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker.
Well, I don't call him Fat Angus, but I do call him versions of Angus because his name's Tangy. And then it went from Tangy to Tangy Angy, Tangus Angus, Angus Beef, Fat Angus, I guess. He's kind of a lean, long boy, though, so he's not really Fat Angus. That's his sister's fat. She's a big girl.
Just remember, it's about more than Glacia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility. Outside, in the midday sun, ruins. The pavements are cracked and the benches peeling. Newspapers blow in the wind.
I don't want to say number 2.
Outside.
I have to say number 2.
He'll get it. Go on.
Oh.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
You gotta put him in the pressure cooker.
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
The man's fists under the table are balled. You can tell from his neck and shoulders. He means it.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the Wild North.
Oh, I love this. The hang you, shoot you, light you on fire. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
And just like that.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Ooh, turn to Angus. Gotta turn... Look at Kim first.
The lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand is resting on his holster. He gives you an imperceptible nod.
Time out while I look up the definition of imperceptible. That's the first word I've had to look up. Impossible to perceive. Perfect.
What does that mean?
I guess that should have been spelled out for me.
Go for it. The lieutenant has his eyes set on the fat guy.
Yeah.
Push Angus. We're almost there.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Yep. So what we suspected is now confirmed. We just need to know who shot him.
Shut up, Angus.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
You can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's you wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
That's... Wait. Just give her up. The that first line really got me. But the second half, really everything but the first line is very important, but that first one really got me.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
Everard, is that, have a seat, Harry. Is that guy?
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions? He nods.
We go, we're fucking in. All right. This whole game, I have been wanting to get right here, right in here, and there's been this like impenetrable wall of information. I can't get in, and now I've cracked it, and now I'm sitting right in there, and I'm just making myself cozy. And Titus, the one that was trying to push me out the hardest, is the one giving me what I want, which makes me feel good because I'm one of those.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
I went and got that with my hands, and then I had to wash my hands with the sink upstairs.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
What girls?
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
Class J came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy too, Angus. We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere. Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Okay. So someone shot him from outside the window. Right in the freaking... That was a killer shot.
Me too.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Is that actual?
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from. They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. In a manner of speaking, we had help from another girl. It was her idea to hang him, and I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
The big guy turns to Glenn, who's about to say something. The blonde shuts his mouth before a word escapes.
I'll say it again. All the Hardy Boys are right here, cop. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway. Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klasia you want to talk to. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue. I'm thinking Someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant.
You just shoot
for her.
again at that point.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns. Training. Years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you. You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
Still, after all this headache,
that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. That is what I'm going to consider a breakthrough. We gotta talk to her again, though. I think she's gonna start getting mad at me. Someone's gonna start getting mad at me. Titus was always mad at me. He got less mad as time went on, which was refreshing. Okay, so I'm gonna go talk to her again. Hello, it's me again.
It's always good to see you.
something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
So, like, being out here where the bullet ripped through already, I don't... If the bullet was meant for her, I just don't see being out here just because as a sane thing to do.
I understand. I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
I know that. But the people around here, they don't see it that way. And if I am to stay here, I need to get along with them. You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. Where the cold oceanic expanse lies, and behind it, another world.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me. It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
When I am king. Alright, the game's kind of come back to being silly again. Like, I know this isn't it's a game about solving a murder. How silly can it get? But like, it's lines like that just keep me here and looking forward to more.
This was not a joke.
Well,
real people lost their jobs. Not just in the C-suite either. Good people. What I did to get to accounting, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
Yeah, well, you lied to me, so I gotta...
Wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
One of them killed themselves because of me.
Oh!
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it? There you have it. The way of the warrior.
Around her, a drop in the atmospheric pressure. Not long from now, it will get dark, and the air will start moving faster, circling the box she stands on. She's already in prison here for what happened, and she's prepared to never leave, even after his death.
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
You were right. He did enjoy the moment of his death.
Yes, but how did you know that?
He just had a hunch. Detectives have those sometimes.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow.
Boots?
To scream, then run downstairs.
This is such a dark moment in painting the actual murder scene. But this guy kept his boots on. Devil's in the details. Oh, he really did. We found him that way. Oh, God. He kept his boots on.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Oh. So am I.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
She was probably knocked out of her gourd with drugs.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual.
Oh.
He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mind.
I love how persistent that is.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
No,
I could have written this game.
nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Adjusting my blanket.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Is Ruby this other Hardy that we're missing? Or a Hardy affiliate?
Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader. So Hardy is not the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen.
Oh, I understand why they're protecting her now. God!
She's the organizer.
The whole game's changing!
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others. Does she also party with Ruby, however?
No.
Still, there is something there. She won't tell you now.
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, but I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do, to make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did. I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
So it was...
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have a look at that window. Reconstruct the scene. It's right here. So near. Yes, you see the glass sparkling.
I'll do that on the way out.
Because I'm an idiot.
which is an indicator of truth.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Kuno.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud.
Yeah, that would be rough. Like, obviously,
So I
she
called you.
cares for him.
I hope
I'm right
that's
about
not the
saying
last
that
thing
because
you
she
do.
has at least convinced me. And I don't want to say it unless it's true.
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone, so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
Truth.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Big question time.
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs. It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
She's getting scared now. Of you. The downstairs people. All of it.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened.
She simply shakes her head. She has the training for it. You've known it since she first greeted you here on this roof.
What does that mean?
Do drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with each other. I thought you Ravishol people would be more enlightened on this. I'm sorry, officer. I'm under some stress here. Like what?
She nods silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here?
The love that did him in.
But we are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. Most shocking details of the sexual kind. We are a bulwark, unbreached. If you have doubts, just give us one example of deceit. Just one, and we will gladly change our minds. Who is this personhood picking these seditious options? Can't you see the detective grows weary of your malcontent? Stop staring at her eyes and say something pertinent to the case. This is making you look like an amateur. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now. As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all. If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate. She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. No vapor rises from it. It's cold. Remember this silence. The lady is dangerous. People suffer around her.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real. Easier that way. I don't know.
Alright, let's take a look at this window.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Looks like it, yes.
You know which window has not been recently replaced? Yes, that one. Cold wind is seeping in right now.
I'm never
Just
going
one
back to
floor
that
away.
room, so it doesn't matter.
Messing up your concentration here.
Stop distracting him! He has work to do! Plus, if I recall, the window has been giving him shit ever since he got here!
Alright, 42.
A vague sense of disappointment fills you. The glass shimmers as if taunting you with its secrets. You get the feeling this room would tell you something crucial if you only knew how to listen.
I'm not exactly sure either, to be honest. My imagination has a way of failing me. It's a weakness.
Alright, we're gonna have to come back to that. This... Oh god, we're almost half done with the episode. This episode has been one of my favorites so far, and we're only half done, because this is... Yeah, no, and we're not even done with this, like, circuit of information, and this whole thing has been very enlightening.
It's you again. What is it?
Where's Ruby?
Why?
I'm reading. She's a suspect. This.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not.
She's not a suspect.
Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Why do they put these words in just to censor them?
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some
I
honest.
think you can fuck off now.
Think you could fuck off now?
I'm gonna keep that.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the window. Starting from the sitting.
Oh my god, I don't need to hear all this again.
In the far corner, size in conclusion. Exactly. But none of this is news to you. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Time to move on. Nothing is happening. The pieces are there, but they remain unconnected. Sorry, you're not coming up with anything. Again, the pieces are there. She could have done it, somehow.
I don't know if I think Ruby did it.
Walla walla bing bang. It's just not coming together. Still nothing. Why does Puzzle Face get to not melt down? You and I melted down like crazy. Remember? Right. Puzzle Face shouldn't be the cool guy when he fails. I was supposed to be that.
Authority's one of my
Shush.
favorites.
I'm just more level-headed than you. That's my thing. Let's look at this as a learning experience. What are the components you need to implicate Ruby? His wife left him. He needs to kill himself.
Jesus.
Make her sorry she did. Smart move. The components are access to the roof, weapon, and motive. Here is what you can do to make it easier. Come on, guys. For starters, you could find out what's behind that mystery door in the kitchen. If it's a secret route, she could have used that to get to the roof. Can't get through the door? You know what would help. Doing a thorough search of this room. Maybe something's hidden. Hey, did someone say something already? No? Yes? Who cares? Upstairs in classes.
They're arguing.
The window.
Have they argued before? I don't think they have. At least not for me, not yet.
There's a spooky building west of this. Take a flashlight with you. Search the basement.
I like that.
There are secrets. Magisterial, ancient secrets that may assist you. You could crack Classia's last defenses. Maybe she'll tell you something.
Yeah, but I gotta level up to do that.
It's that simple.
Unless we have more business, we should.
Yeah, no, okay. So I need to investigate the building across the way, get into that room up there, and get through her last defenses, but I need to level up first. Maybe this guy knows how to get into the...
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Speak Revacholian? We speak Suren. There is no such thing as the Revacholian language. But don't worry, your message remains clear.
Good. I would hope.
The cook is still smoking, ash falling from between his fingers.
My camera seems to be a little bit off tonight. Oh, that was a little intense there, but that worked. Nope. Hang on. Mid-episode technical adjustments. Okay.
Good thing he didn't understand a word of your stupidity.
Thanks, Kim. God, sometimes the way that Kim just speaks logic to me reminds me of George. Because George would say that to me. I know he would.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself.
I want to get in there.
You see a heavy...
Yeah, I know what I see. What's in this? What do I got? Map? Oh, I got other things I can do. Damaged ledger. And set of tax. Hold on. Does my ledger have a check in it? Is it to open that stupid... Oh, do I have one of these? No, I don't. Ledger, 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 ledger. This.
It's the lead... Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back.
Oh, yeah.
Just relax. The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know. Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The two ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. Two octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Was this made for me? It said it was handmade, right?
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please. Outside, you hear the wind howl. A sudden gale blows in from Martinez, flapping street signs and window blinds.
Come outside.
Oh, why does it have another voice?
Far away and outside, the reeds hiss with desperation. Step out. Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, no. Hold on. To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
Uh-oh. From his wife, maybe? Like when they first got together? Whoa! Whoa! What?
There is nothing.
It starts me over?
Nothing's, well, almost.
Oh, come on.
Bitter caustic sense of
The
Man.
here in the paleo because it's always.
Tell him. Tell.
Ah, yes. It didn't smell nice. It's.
Oh, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Dumb, 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 dumb.
Your name?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought it started me over and gave me a game over and I wasn't paying attention. Good thing I could scroll up. I'm so sorry. No, I was cool. I'm cool. Okay, I like that answer. I'm so dumb. Okay, I'm caught up. I'm caught up.
It certainly ain't Harry. Your name is passed out on the ground, dragged around by one of the other evil apes. They're taking you somewhere.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing. Don't prod at it. It will start moving again. There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause. You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid head.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
I can't believe I fucking clicked through a chunk of that because I thought it started me over with a game over. I'm an idiot. But I did absorb all of it, and that's on me.
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
No, I don't wanna.
There is no use arguing with me. You will die if you don't. Drink.
There really is no use arguing with him. This is him exerting the reserves of authority he usually withholds. You can't even try to resist. All you can do is... The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. the darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Listen to me. I have not drank since since lapping up that little bit at the beginning.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened? You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to. 10 minutes, maybe. That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed? Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your
I like the
hand
name
slot
change.
with skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
-2 authority, but it gives me 2 other boosts. That's so good. Okay, so this episode has been absolutely riveting so far. It's not that I lost like my lust for the game and like wanting to play more of the game. It's just I flew home for a little while and I came back and I recorded a couple episodes and then I got really sick. Like really sick. I was in bed for like 4 days type sick. It's a good thing that I have Michelle and also Sean and Kendra to kind of be someone I could lean on. They all got me through it. I was like, I couldn't sleep. I was sweating profusely, but I was freezing cold. It was an awful flu. And ooh, the sound of the snow. Why would that be strange? So I was like, I really hope when I get back into the game that it really grips me, because learning about the history of Revachol from 4 different people really does not interest me that much. This whole last hour has been exactly what I want from this game, and I know there's going to be times where it comes back and times where it fades out and back and forth. I know that. I understand that. And I'm fine with it. I'm going to continue playing this game until I beat it. The point is, this is what I'm playing the game for. Everything we've done so far. Set of tracks. Oh, I like the "you are here." I like that. Set of tracks. Does that stay? It does. So I'm on the waterfront here. Where's the, I gotta go visit the church as well. Oh, I can fast travel. That's amazing. Is that... I think that is this way. Right? And I feel like this right up here is the set of tracks that I have a check left in.
What do you see?
I don't know.
It is not.
As I
correct.
Is there a...
Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state.
200.
He might be right. 200.
Maybe it wasn't.
There is real, powerful excitement in his voice at the prospect of it not being a giant.
That's funny. That's really funny. Maybe it wasn't.
It could have been, but if it was... The fat guy from the mess hall isn't that... I do. The fat guy. I think I heard them call him Angus. Most likely to have carried the victim over.
Yeah, I'm only going through these. I'm cycling through these.
No, it's not. Perhaps it could be a driver. We should keep our eyes open around it. You're right. Let's keep a low profile. What do I then?
I don't see a...
But we know the victim had a bullet in his head. A more precise way to put it is, it was made to look like a lynching. Exactly. They had to perform it to whoever was looking. The whole neighborhood, I suppose. And us too.
I don't think this is it. I truthfully don't. Set of tracks. It's in this area, though. It truthfully is. Maybe that is it. I really don't know. I didn't see a check to be made in there at all. Let me cycle through it one more time. We're going to stop at the top.
Yes, well, he did look a bit like a rat. I could still be wrong. I'm guessing that's the... maybe you're right.
Heavy.
He might be right. 2.
I do.
3.
Someone
He regrets it.
I don't know why.
The lieutenant clearly appreciates the chance to clear up the drummer issue.
Perhaps it could be a driver.
He doesn't seem to hear you.
We should keep our eyes open around the...
4.
It is not.
As I said,
correct again.
5.
Then, after...
Indeed.
But we know the victim... Body's tracks? Yes. What do I think? Then, after...
Indeed.
But we know that... Exactly.
So, okay, no, that's not it. Whatever it is, the set of tracks, it's around here somewhere. It can't be that because I've been through all the options. But I want to start going through these checks and making them to where I can... Let me sell my bottles. Dimitri said I had like 1 million bottles. He's probably been waiting this whole... Because I've noticed he actually like watches these like for the most part in their entirety. And he told me that I have 1 million bottles to sell.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign said, "Your bottles clunk into the machine." And the money
I got 1 real. Oh, I got 10.
What you should do with that money, kiddo?
No. I got a whole real out of that. You know, now that I don't have to pay for a room, I feel less pressure in what I'm doing, which makes me happy, because I would have spent most of the game collecting money and not on the mystery. Nope, not back there. Where are these set of tracks? I don't remember tracks. Oh, there's something down there. I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it. Don't think I didn't see that. Pardon? Pennywise? Do you know how to get down there? I want to get in there now, suddenly. There's something in there. Bitch, let me in, then. I want to find more bottles. I think I had 10 bottles. It said 10 cents per. Oh, this wall. Didn't this have a check?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. You have no clue. So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn. Correct.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Tracks. Set of tracks. Where's this set? It's not back here. What about in here? It's in this, like, vicinity somewhere. I'm in someone's home. Oh, there's a bubble.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same...
There's the missing tin soldier. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues, perhaps you should break into apartments more often. This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle. It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. It is but one of the many strange optic atmospheric phenomena of this wondrous archipelago.
The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
I'm not gonna bow
The
to
flag
that.
doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
Well, there's no tracks in here for me to follow, so... Barred door. I can go talk to him again, I suppose. Oh, Measurehead has a thing? Wow, I hate how that's happening. Fine. I will slowly scroll to the bottom. Joyce has one. Map Wall has one. Joyce has two. And Measurehead has one. Isn't Measurehead's to, like, resist racism or something? I don't really want to give him the opportunity to get me on that. What was one of them? One of them was... Nope. Damn it. I don't like this map. Scroll. Wheel. This. I can talk to him real quick. These three interest me the most, honestly. And they're all within... If I can find that barred door, I can kind of triangulate where this set of tracks is supposed to be. It really points to it being the 8 back there, but I went through all the options. I didn't see nothing. I think I know where the barred door is. Dimitri also said there's more stuff in there for me to do. Is this the barred door?
An old call.
Oh!
A matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell.
Oh god, this is a whole encounter I could have done day one, moment one.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again.
A single beep indicates that you hear the same waiting room music, but no one picks up the receiver anymore.
Dang it.
You ring the doorbell, but no one.
How have I not done this yet?
Just seeing the words Andro Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity, to say nothing of your hair.
I feel like I saw this many options and ran away.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call. You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens. You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order? My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
I'm going to keep going with this.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally speak again.
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves. washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
I will not.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read, silence. No one, silence. No one, nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. Silence. No one answers your call. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card.
Huh. This button looks new.
Oh no! That's 2. I've got to mark those down. I have mentioned I've sneezed a lot this year. I know I'm in the lead. It's not fair though, because I had the flu for like a week. I'm at 100. It is, and this will date the video a bit, but these come out pretty quick after I record them. This is being recorded at 12. It's currently 12:14 a.m. in New Orleans, February 11th. So when I wake up, it will also be the 11th. This will probably go up the 12th or the 13th. I'm at 105 sneezes. 107 sneezes. I don't know what the winner gets at the end of the year, but my mom's going to win the streak award for sure, because she sneezes regularly, 7 to 12 at a time.
No, hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it.
I will find that. I will get back in there. Okay, so I did that. Where's the barred door? This is a barred door, right? Or am I just stupid? And do I not know how to read this map? Maybe I don't, actually. The barred door. So I need to go to this with the tree. And then straight up this way. Oh, so that's actually more this way. I could watch hours of footage. So yeah, right up this way. So there's a barred door right up in this area here. That needs some attention from good old Harry. Wait, that barred door might be inside. It seems like it should be right here. Like, it's not far from this tree at all. I'm gonna go in there and see. Plus, Dimitri wanted me to go back in here anyway. There's like a whole section in here. I guess. What's this?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
She's right. Those curtains give off some eerie vibes. Be wary of those mysterious ornaments from the dark aisles. Do you realize what's out there? Upon the mist-shrouded islands of Ile de Fantôme in Samsonite, eerie pygmies and wild shamans practicing unnatural mysticism. Wait. What? Okay. You're one of the initiated. Then go ahead and fiddle with the curtains. But do so at your own peril.
This is a text from Dimitri. But do so at your own peril.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, There is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits.
I'm not a customer. I'm the law.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains.
I love this.
Step away, dear sir.
I can't believe the only interesting thing that happened in this damn bookstore, and I missed it.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
I've already decided to do something extreme.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust.
This time for real.
Taunting you. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you, you're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
Maybe I can ask those forces about stuff. Oh. Alright.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. What if you just break it down?
I could. +2, the Destroyer. Maybe I should break it down, but not before I strategize.
Right. Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and a proper posture if you want to succeed. The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish, but the path to the door is clear. It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust. It should be doable.
I'm falling into the D&D trap of overanalyzing the door and trying to destroy it and blow it up and outthink it and overthink it before just trying the knob.
Only an echo. No one is there. A hollowed out, dark echo.
Yes! Yes, yes, yes. It was a success, bitch.
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the
Bang up 5 inanimate objects.
One more try to break through to the other side. But you've done it.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Welcome to Rivershaw. Fuck the system. Freeze, dirtbags. Hands up now. Fuck, it hurts. That's the one. Should have saved first. Wait. Quick save. No, no, no. I want to talk to Kim. He wants to talk to me. Hi, Kim.
What is this place?
It's an adventure. It's another world beyond the veil. Looks like a gym to me. No idea, but my head hurts. My head hurts bad. This may be... I don't know where I'm getting that information.
No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations.
Supernatural. He's adorable.
Now let's move on, shall we?
Let me grab my flashlight. Oops. I guess I find bottles. Oh, that actually functions as a flashlight. Don't know why that's surprising. Sand is dripping from a punching bag. Oh.
A barbell lies on the floor.
So many thoughts.
Its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
That's not bad. Oh, well, head hurts. That's not good.
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber. The squeaky sound of sneakers. Your bruised knee against the mat. And a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory. A memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
You're right. The weights may fall off. Better not touch it then.
Actually, I don't really care about safety hazards.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore. You're right. No one does until they get smashed under the barbell.
Like this? Oh. Wow.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game.
Well done, detective.
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to. Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone heard this? What if they know you're here?
Good technique.
Nice. Everything here looks unsafe. What's this? What the? Oh! Nice. Oh, super dark. Is this maybe where the shooter shot from? Hidden. Wild animals that stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Demijohn? Oh, don't like that. I remind you, don't like the shadows. Definitely don't like the mannequins. Naked mannequin torso. Gonna $3. Rolling in it. What about in here? Nice. Really don't like the vibe change. Listen, I'm a horror movie and horror game aficionado, but this is my silly detective game, not a horror game. I'm thinking about revisiting Outlast on the channel. Do some old games that I haven't done in almost a decade. Might be fun. Thoughts? I don't know what that means. What's this?
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside. We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys.
So the electricity works.
The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment. Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien CO-like technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader? Yes. Is that the production schedule? If you are unsure, could you please take a look? Open the hatch on the compartment. Don't touch the wires. A current is running through it, but the core is safe.
I'm so curious what's going on right now.
I need to know what it's called. Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for a hint.
No. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the part? Still no. Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Fortress accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to. One moment. Fortress accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says. Any other questions? Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
They are merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian Station. I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else good. Please repeat the password. Received.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Thank you. and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
I'm not gonna hit print.
Revacholian nationhood. The Revacholian state will be a serene place. You should.
Oh, jeez.
A beautiful, serene place of.
Man. I don't want that at all. Is there another one I can work on in here? I'll forget that once I can, because I'm not going to be having my guy drink, where I'm helping Harry get his life together. I know it's time for the end of the episode, but I'm into this.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red harp, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program. Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara. All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
This is so interesting for some reason.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Tuorg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
I understand that. I do that. It's backwards because my camera, I mirror it in XSplit, but I'm wearing a D&D shirt.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too. Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone. The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, much needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money." It looks a bit like an academic calendar,
Thought I heard something.
only much more brutal. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Outside."
Yeah, it gave me D&D vibes.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff.
Yep.
The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with heat death thrown in. No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology. Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
I play D&D online. This actually, that's...
Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Uh-huh. I like this side of Kim.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
Let's finish
it's too late
it.
for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
Let's finish it, Kim. Let's make online D&D a thing in Revachol. I'm keeping my skill point. Oh, where am I? I don't give a shit if I'm going over my hour-and-a-half time. This has really got me.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment.
It's a fridge! I needed a fridge!
And the bear's eyes are glowing red.
I needed a fridge.
This ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. Be careful. The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found...
He's spooked.
His gun.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Is this being used?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Found the damn fridge. What's this thing?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs, the echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
I'm hallucinating.
Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Kick it with my foot.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Smear hands with coal.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Smear my
Three
cheeks.
dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul.
What are you doing?
Nothing, that was
Yes.
stupid.
Yes, it was.
Alright. I was made to feel bad. I don't want nothing coming out of nowhere and hurting me. Oh, there's a whole section over here. Ice cream maker. I want to make ice cream. There's a hidden doorway here. Pause. Pause that. Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. I can make ice cream. 70 cents.
2 cables are plugged into the brick.
No! I will not be unplugging the ice cream maker or the fridge. +1 drama. I like that. That's a way out. Don't want to do that yet. God, this doesn't stop going, does it? There's a... Can I get in there?
A few bricks have fallen
Some
off,
busted
revealing
guns
the
beneath the
compartment
ceiling.
behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole.
Gun?
Interesting.
My gun?
Do you want to take a look?
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs.
Spiders.
Rummaging around. You
Spiders.
find rusty rifles hidden away.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
That's a rare sight. seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. It means there are firearms, breech loaders, still lying around in Martinez. This could prove useful in our case against Ruby for Titus. Men are easily swayed by the sight of a rifle.
He likes this find.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let's continue forward. I don't want to stop. Oh. A lot of money in here. Is that what I saw earlier? And now can I... Wow. Wow. So we're going to Titus? I heard he mentioned Titus when we got the rifle, so now I want to talk to Titus before I end the episode.
It's you again. What is it?
I have a gun and a flashlight directly in your eyeballs.
Oh no, he's stuck again. Please, someone, just animate him. Get a move on, asshole. Stop standing with your dick in your hand. Gladly.
I'm gonna just take off now. Sorry, guys. Sorry for interrupting. Okay. A lot of mysteries are... how do I get into my inventory? I thought it was tab. Could have sworn it was tab. A lot of mysteries and, like, things that...
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note, but be careful. You might pass out.
Someone has scribbled. S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care. Sully Soif.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here. That's a plausible hypothesis. It belongs inside a radio computer. Storing its... Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere...
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
We're going back. I was about to end the episode, but this is important to me.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar? You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is... If you want to try again...
Equip the pry bar by going to the tools...
Tools. Pry bar.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream
Why?
and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there. You see the pry bar's metal handle bending.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it. But this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open. I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition it.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
It's frozen shut, he said. Can't I turn it off?
Cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker. Something close to you died.
Why did you do that?
It's black. It's not like the red one.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you see the...
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I have no...
I need a mighty pry bar. Pry bar. I need a mighty pry bar. Okay, this was my easily favorite episode so far. Without a doubt. I am going to pick up directly right here. Next time I'm probably going to go back to recording one of these a day. Or one at least every other day. Or as many as possible. I love this game. I do. So, I'll see you next time.